What's going on YouTube? Well, not a whole lot going on with me. Yeah, it's been a rough one. I thought I would post this video. I got a halfway decent one to give you today. So, I've done a couple videos on a couple good loads and situation I've had since I've been over at Traveloko. And so today has been a mess. I got a load Friday. Today's Monday. I got a load Friday that delivered on Monday to the house. Literally, it's just right across town. So I got up and delivered that earlier this morning, and then I booked another load, of which I'm on right now. I booked this load, basically, it was $3.75 a mile, just to go short distance. When I booked it, it was a JB Hunt load. JB Hunt's been pretty good in the past so far. They've been willing to pay, or one of the few ones that's been willing to pay what they have on loads and stuff. They've been pretty fair. So, I booked this load, and when I booked it, it was booked to pick up between 1 and 3 p.m. Central Time. And I'm currently in Illinois. And I had to drive an hour to get here. I got here at 12:48 to check in. The delivery time, it had to be delivered today at 7 p.m. down in at Dollar General down in Fulton, Missouri. Anybody that's been to Fulton, Missouri, Dollar General, you know that their appointment times can be pretty strict. If you don't make it, or if you're late, you're going to sit all night. When I got to the shipper at 12:48 this afternoon, I get here, and basically that's when the problems start. I check in, and the shipper had said that they're way behind, they're swamped. When I pulled in here, I don't know how many docks are here. There's quite a few docks, but they had a truck in just about damn near every dock. I mean, they were packed. So I pulled in, and the shipper was like, well, it's going to be a while. I don't have a dock to put you in right now, and so you probably won't see a dock until after 3 o'clock. And I said, well, wow, okay. I said, that might be a problem. I said, what's the holdup? What's going on? And he says, well, this load was already rescheduled. My load. This load had been rescheduled twice, and my appointment time ain't until 3 o'clock. And I said, well, no, that's not right. I said, I had a small window that I can get here between 1 and 3. And I said, as you know, it's 12:48, so I'm here, pretty much right on time. He says, well, I don't know. He said, your appointment's at 3 o'clock. He's like, so I don't have a door to put you in until after 3. I said, okay, all right, well, not a big deal, a couple hours wait, What's been your average load time? And he said 2 to 4 hours. I said, oh, wow. I said, well, that's going to be a big problem. Waiting a couple hours to get loaded is not the problem, but the 2 to 4 hours to get loaded is going to be the problem. So, basically, long story short, that's when the phone calls back and forth began between myself and the broker, and then myself and Traveloko and the broker. I don't know. I lost count of the phone calls that were made. Basically, JB Hunt's detention pay, even though JB Hunt said and agreed that they posted the load to be picked up between 1 and 3, because the customer saying the appointment was for 3 o'clock, my detention time won't kick in until 5 o'clock tonight. Because, as you know, you got to give the customer 2 hours before, any detention time kicks in, and that's 2 hours after your appointment time. Well, regardless of what time I got here, regardless of what was negotiated, it doesn't matter. The broker said if the customer is saying 3 o'clock, then it's 2 hours after that, which makes it 5. So, that means if I'm here at 1, I got to wait all the way, if I'm still here at that point, if it takes a full term to load and get into a dock, that means I got to sit here for 4 hours for free, basically, which didn't sit well with me. So, amongst all the phone calls back and forth, basically, long story short, Traveloko's not allowed to, just up and come off of a load and cancel it, because, number one, that's bad business, and for two, if for whatever reason, whether we're in the right or wrong, it doesn't matter. If the broker feels that they don't want to work with you, or they feel that, you didn't give them enough time to work with, or whatever the scenario, it doesn't matter. If the broker makes the judgment call to not work with a carrier no more, it's a done deal. JB Hunt is a very big broker firm. Traveloko, as well as a lot of other carriers out here on the spot market, they run a lot of freight through JB Hunt and for JB Hunt. So we really can't afford to lose JB Hunt, especially them paying as much as they have, So I'm not happy. I'm very frustrated at this point. So I had to go sit in a drop lot down on the property here. And I was sitting here, and I guess between back and forth calls with Traveloko and JB Hunt said they made a phone call. They were going to get me in there at 3 o'clock or before 3 o'clock. And that sort of thing. So I thought, okay, no big deal. Now, are you ready for the kicker? Today's Monday. Today is the end of the pay period. I specifically picked this load and booked this load with the amount that I booked it for the sole purpose of picking it up and delivering today, so that I can have that last little bit of revenue for the week. I lost a day previously in this week, so I'm kind of behind a little bit on revenue. So basically, I really needed this load to fall through. Now, the kicker part of it is, the broker informs me after the fact, after I've already been here for a while to check in. They inform me that if I don't make the 7 p.m. delivery time tonight in Fulton, Missouri, the next available time to deliver is 8:30 p.m. the next night. So you could do the math on that. I mean, that's just unacceptable. So now I'm getting $750 on the load. Okay, so that I don't know. It was like 60 miles deadhead, and I don't know however many miles from here to there, but it come out to $3.75 a mile for the rate. So anybody common sense knows that's a damn good rate, especially if you can pick up and deliver. So now I'm really frustrated, because now I'm doing the math on the hours, and there's no way I'm going to make it. First of all, no way I'm going to make it the 7 o'clock p.m. tonight if they take even 2 hours to load me. It's a 2.5 hour run from where I'm at down to Fulton, Missouri. So, even loading me at 3 o'clock, you can't make it. You're not in time. So, basically, now I'm all sorts of pissed off, because I feel like I got played, so to speak. I'm almost to the point where I was ready to just say, you know, whatever happens, happens, but, you know, cancel this load, take me off of it. I'm not running it. Because JB Hunt's policy is $40 an hour, the detention policy, $40 an hour, max out at 5 hours. Or if it's longer than 5 hours and it causes you to lay over overnight, then it's only $250. But it's either or. It's not, you know, 5 hours at $40 an hour on top of $250. No, it doesn't work like that. It's either or. So $250 to lay over basically all day today, because you know you can't deliver. The next available appointment time is 8:30 tomorrow night. So that's a whole nother day you got to sit on the load for what? $250? You know, no, that's no. You know, so I stayed on the load because I had to call Traveloko and work something out with accounting or payroll. And payroll is going to do me a favor. They're going to, regardless of when this load gets delivered, late, early, you know, tomorrow, whatever, they're going to wait to do my settlements until this load gets finalized. So even though technically Monday is the ending of our pay period, you know, they understand the situation that I'm in and what had happened with the brokers and somebody dropping the ball on this. So Traveloko is as far as that goes, Traveloko really looked out. Because now I don't have to sweat, you know, being, you know, make sure I got enough to cover everything or whatever. So basically, even though I'll technically deliver after the pay period the next day, they're willing to wait to finalize my settlements and stuff so that I get this pay from this load on to this week. So big thumbs up to Traveloko on that. And if anybody watches from them on my videos, thank you very much. You know, as a driver, we really appreciate that. However, the problem is, it's, I don't know, 6:30 something, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there, p.m. And I'm still sitting in the dock. I'm getting loaded. And I'm really low on hours for the day. The broker said that they think that I'm making, if I can get in there a little bit after 7, a little bit late, that the Dollar General might take me. Well, even if they do, by the time I drive 2.5 hours down there, I'm going to be really low on hours. Even if I pulled out right now, I'm going to be really low on hours. And then it's another, let's say, 2 hours to unload. They have overnight parking down there, but there's only like, I don't know, maybe 10 spots or so. Well, by the time I got down there, you know, 9, 10 o'clock, shit, it'd be late, you know? It'd be late. Them spots would be filled up with other guys delivering in the morning, or, you know, or ran out of hours, or already delivered, whatever. So there's going to be no spots. So then, you know, by the time you unload, I'm going to run out of hours in the dock. So there's going to be nowhere to park. So at that point, I got to use personal conveyance and go, I don't know, I think the nearest truck stop from Fulton, Missouri is Kingdom City. That Petro and the gas station across the street, it'll be filled up by that time of night. Hell, it's probably already filled up now. So the only other option I have at this point is, when I get loaded, I think I will have just enough time to get to another truck stop about halfway down. And I know there'll be a spot. It's a big, huge, open rock lot. And I know I should be able to get a spot there. So at this point, I don't even know. We couldn't get a hold of the broker again to know specifically, you know, what's going to be my delivery time tomorrow. You know, it was just a big mess. I mean, it kind of still is a big mess. Hang on a second. Let me roll one of my windows down here. Get a little bit of air in here. So, So that I just figured that was a decent video. That's what's been going on today. It's kind of sort of screwed me. So tomorrow I'll probably lose a day tomorrow because I'll have to deliver on the clock. So that'll screw me for delivering anything tomorrow. But I'm still new to the spot market stuff, so I'm still trying to learn some things, But that's what's going on here on my end. So I hope everybody else's Monday was a lot better than mine. I do have another video that I want to do after this one at some point here in the next, maybe tonight or tomorrow or something, because I'll have a lot of time. I kind of want to get into. I want to kind of tell you a little bit more about how things have been going, and it's definitely no glitz and glamour, that's for sure. And it'll be a video kind of in connection with this situation, with getting held up and delayed and that sort of thing. So I definitely do have another video I wanna do behind this one. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be on the lookout. But that's all I got for right now. I appreciate everybody watching. I don't want to sound like a cliche, but if you would, please hit the thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't, hit the thumbs down. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not trying to be a YouTube star. If you like the content that I put out so far about Traveloko and the spot market, my experiences and stuff, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and keep following, keep watching, and we'll keep putting the experiences out there so that the information's out there and you guys can either make a better decision of what you want to do or don't want to do. If you're having inquiries about the company, that sort of thing, whatever. But I do have another video. Like I said, I think it's a good video, good content. If you got an interest about Traveloko, you're not going to want to miss it. So, all right, we're going to cut this short here. It's about 18 minutes long. So if you stuck with me through the whole video, I appreciate it, and 2 thumbs up to you guys. So, all right, this is your boy Raptor Man. We're gonna get out of here and roll these windows down. Be safe. Give me some knuckles.